YouTube and LinkedIn can also look at it. We will start officially in 1 minute. And I hope you are able to hear me clearly, Vignesh and everyone. And okay, someone can confirm whether they can see me on LinkedIn and YouTube as well.
I'll do that. So wait, I'm going to turn on LinkedIn and then.
Yeah. So yes, so I am just trying it out. I am using Restream. So it is streaming on LinkedIn and it is streaming on YouTube. Yes, I can see myself. So I will be taking the questions. I will ask my team to have a look at LinkedIn as well as YouTube. If there are any questions, we can take it from there. And that is there. So I think I put it 2 times in this group. So anyone here, before I officially start the session, let me just see. You can see Barry in YouTube and LinkedIn.
I'm looking at LinkedIn. You're on LinkedIn. Now on YouTube, I did not check yet, but I'm going to check now.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So welcome everyone. So today is our 81st AI community meetup. Thank you all for joining in. Just a little bit hygiene check for now. I'm going to mute all the mics for now. And this is going to be an informal session where I'm going to talk about the trends that are there that I predict. And whatever I say, I requested few people to join and share their trends, but everyone is in a holiday mood. So that is fine. I will do my part. And if anyone has any questions regarding this, you can. Okay, I did something. Anyways, I did not put the title properly on LinkedIn, so that's a mistake from my side. But anyways, this is a learning about this that I need to fix the. It is just showing as live December 28th. But anyways, people who are listening live, this is our 81st AI community meetup. We do this every week for the last 1.5 years, wherein we are having this regular type of sessions where we do knowledge sharing sessions, where we have a guest speaker who comes and he shares his knowledge. Today, we don't have any guest speaker. As I was mentioning you. So I am just going to talk about some of the key trends that I feel that is there, and this can be personal. And any one of you have any specific inputs, you can always ask me as well. And I request all of you to keep your mics muted for some time till I have my flow. I don't know why people are. Yeah, just request everyone who is there on the call just for a couple of minutes. Please raise your hands if you have any questions. The chat is monitored by me and my team. If you have any questions in YouTube, on LinkedIn as well, we will be taking all your questions that are there. So I would really request all of you to put your questions in the chat, be interactive. And if I will be trying to help all of you, all of your questions that are there. So a lot of buzz is happening. Everyone is talking about something called as an AI agents. And I will just share my screen and I will show you the trends that are there. So I have created one infographics and I shared with the community just to put things into perspective, right? Very simple. I don't want to show you any fancy decks or something, but everyone can see my screen. Just put on the chat if they can see this AI trends that is there. Yeah. So just to simplify it, that the one of the most important trend is going to be your, if I can just zoom in a little bit, it is going to be generative AI agents. it is going to be generative AI agents. So whenever people say the word AI agents, it is not actually AI agents specifically, it is generative AI agents. But as a short form, it looks fancy, AI agents, but at the end of the day, it is generative AI agents. And I've talked about this in a lot of videos. I will not explain you what it does, but how many of you have not heard about AI agents before? Put on the chat if it's new for you. I can quickly tell you this is a, a giving reasoning power to the AI application to perform tasks. Before software engineering and the IT projects that we are discussing today in AI for executive program, it is like you tell it to do this, it will do this. It is deterministic. But these type of projects that have AI agent, you don't tell them the steps that do this, do this, do this, do X, do Y, do Z. You don't tell that to your particular software. You give them the goal. Like I want to build a weather bot application, or I want to build a customer support agent, or whatever it is. You tell them the goal, and then you give them the data, and then it is going to figure out how many iterations it needs to do, which tools it needs to use, and what things that it needs to do. So this is this is not a generative AI agent session, but this is the trend that everyone is talking about. In the last 3 months, I am doing full-on research on this topic. We have done multiple programs, so multiple workshops. Yesterday only we did a workshop in our community, and let me just share you the details of this. So everything, I think I have to add 2 more workshops in this particular platform. So what I am doing, as we all know, AI agents is something that is new. So everything that is required, I am doing is doing simple. These are all small video recordings to tell you this whole ecosystem. And whatever workshops that we are doing a lot of workshops in this space. All of you are, or some of you, I have attended it live. Some of you will see the recording later, but we are putting everything in this space. And this is in the last 3 months, we have done a lot of research on this aspect, and I am putting everything here for all of you to have a look. And this is getting updated every day. I'm adding every day video, every day workshop, because AI agent is something very important for us also as a company and as an academy, because every one of us is interested to learn about this. So thank you, Mohammed. If you have any questions, please put on the chat, and thank you for your hi that is there. So now coming to the, where is my LinkedIn? Where did I open the document? It went away. Yeah, this is the document. No, this is not the document. Yeah. I think I closed it by mistake. Okay. So now coming to the second one. So before I move to the second one, any questions regarding any questions anyone has regarding AI agents? Mohammed, this is a AI community meetup, as I told you. We are just discussing the trend. Today is the topic is 2025 technology prediction. In this particular, we are not going to discuss, we are not doing a workshop. We do workshops in our community we did it on Friday. Many of you were part of it. So in this particular workshop, we are not going to, this is not a workshop, this is an meetup. So we are not going to discuss this, but I shared you the link. You can look at the workshops that are there, and in the future workshops is going to be updated here. So if you go to events, if you go to this platform, you go to events, we did one project, customer support automation multi-agent using 𝗁 AI. That was done on this Friday, 2 days back. This recording will be added to our particular platform. Plus, we did this project on 19th December, research automation project using multi-agent. This is also going to be already added on that AI agent platform. Or else you can also see all the recording of all our workshops here in our outcome-based workshop. So the people who are listening, maybe Patricia, you can put the link that I shared on the LinkedIn and YouTube as well. So people who are listening on LinkedIn or YouTube can also go to these links and find the recordings that are there. So outcome-based workshops is somewhere here. So all the things that are there for outcome-based workshops, whatever we do, we also put it here. But for the new trending topics like AI agents and for LangChain or these type of things where we have a separate program, we are putting all the workshops under this area. If you can see, for LangChain, we are putting all the projects under LangChain. For AI agents, we are putting all the projects under AI agent. So will AI generative AI are different for each segment? What is your name? Can you please rename your Zoom name to your correct name so I can help you answer this as well. So AI generative agents are, yes, it's different for everything. For education, it is different. For other general, so it is different. So you will be, as I said, in an AI agent, there is not only the large language model, you can use any large language model, but the tools that you are using, the knowledge that you are using is going to be very, very specific for your own project, right? So you may use a general purpose large language model that is there, and you can, yes, you can do that. So for in our academy also, if you go to decoding data science here in our academy for our AI residency program, what we have done is I have created a chatbot that is here. This is a chatbot support system that is there, that is connected to my education, to the decoding data science help agent. And any question, this is like a career friend that has been connected using your local knowledge. And here I have used an open source general purpose large language model, but the knowledge I am using is my own knowledge, and you can do that. So you can make it specific to your own work that is there. So keep the questions rolling in, and I will also look at the different platforms like LinkedIn and other platforms as well. If there are any questions, we can take it forward as well. Okay. So let me just continue the chain of thought before I go to the more questions. Let me just there is one more question. Yes, you can do that, as I told you, right? I've already done this. And let me just any stream, any use case, you can do it. Okay, the next format is let me just open my, yeah, keep the questions coming in. I'm LinkedIn also, there are some questions coming in. Patricia, please have a look, and if there is anything, put it on the Zoom chat. I'll be giving more preference to the Zoom chat members that are there. Okay, so now coming to the second trend that is there, inference time compute. How many of you in this room have heard about the new large language model O3? How many of you have heard about O3, OpenAI O3? So Priti Patel, yeah, we have not started streaming on LinkedIn. We are just started recently. All the recordings of our previous workshops is in this particular link. Online community meetup, where this is not workshop, this is general discussion. This gets streamed for some time, and then we remove it within 1 week, maximum 1 week of 4 working days. If you want recording access, you need to be part of our AI Guild community, the one that I showed you for a small fee. I have repeatedly told everyone who is serious about their AI journey, you will be able to do it. Yes, I've already covered AI voice agents as well in our community recordings that are there. Focus on the questions and trends that are there. For all the previous workshops recordings, you can access the previous community. And if I will appreciate people, if you ask questions regarding the today's topic of the session. The today's topic of the session is the 2025 prediction that I feel everyone is giving their own prediction. And I am talking about the second prediction is the inference time compute. So please, Shivraj has mentioned he has heard about it. No one else has heard about O3. Vignesh, Samir, Patricia, Krituki, Dr. Nadeem, have you heard about O3? You can put on the chat. OpenAI O3. After ChatGPT 4, why is not a new large language model coming up? Anyone wants to tell this? put in the chat, why do you think new large language model is not coming up? No, there is no problem of compute. There is no problem of compute. I will show you one slide that I wanted to show all of you. Yes. Can you see this slide? Anyone recognizes him? If no one recognizes him, anyone recognizes this person in this photo? So Dr. Nadeem has heard about O3. Okay, why is not ChatGPT 5 coming up? Please, this slide has a lot of meaning. And this is something that as a data scientist makes me awake at night as well. Anyone? No, the trend that so I'm showing you this PowerPoint. So this is one of my mentees. I really follow him, and this is something that is going to be a big problem for data scientists like us, that there is no data left, right? The internet is, we only have one internet. We only have one. Right now, all the content that is coming up is 80% AI generated. No original content is coming up. What are you going to train the data on? What are you going to train this particular? This is the biggest problem. But anyways, yeah, can you be on? Okay, why is this mute not working? 1 second. Okay, lack of data. Yeah, that is correct. So why is OpenAI playing around, guys? If you see GPT-4 models that are coming up, there are a variety of OpenAI models that are there. If you go to GPT-4 OpenAI models, you will see something that I will just open this document and I will share you the different models that are there. 3.5, after the last, you can say, breakthrough in GPT was, all of you know, was GPT 3.5 Turbo. This was a big leap from all of you who are part of AI residents. They know the power of GPT, the difference between GPT-2 and GPT 3.5 Turbo. The delta was 700, 800 times more, the delta of improvement. After that, GPT-4 came. The delta was only 20 to 30%. Then Turbo came. After 4 Turbo, the training and everything stopped. All the training, everything stopped. What happened is there were different versions of this coming up. If you can see 4.0, the 4 model, what is this O part? Anyone wants to say? 4 Turbo, we all know. What is this O part? So O part is giving them the power to think, the reasoning part, and making sure that more power is given to, the full form is Omni, but what does it actually mean? It is giving more power to think and to execute stuffs on the go. So this is a problem. We will see that the training has a limit. That's the reason why new models are not coming up like GPT-5, but the existing models with whatever data that is there, what we are going to do is, again, I'm going back to my LinkedIn post. I am going to do inference time computing. So whatever improvement that is going to happen on the inference time. What is inference time? The 4.0, the Omni, the thought process. Like now, if you're using ChatGPT 4.0 and all the new versions, that O3 version that you are, this is the latest one, it is giving, it is not, nothing has done. The backend is using the same old GPT-4 model, but the way it is computing and reiterating, and it is using the React prompting, that is going to get better and better. The inference time compute is going to get better and better in the next few, in this 2025. You will not see a plethora of GPT-5, GPT-6 and all coming. You will see more better ways that OpenAI can do the inference time compute. What is, if you all know, there is a difference between training and inferencing. Inferencing is that your model is already there. You are just now running the model in a much better way. So model extending their processing time by thinking more and more and dynamically based on the complexity of your query, improving the reasoning. So you are improving the reasoning. If you know the reasoning, everyone know what is the React prompt? Anyone wants to give me the full form of React prompting on the chat? We are also looking at LinkedIn and YouTube as well. So someone in YouTube has mentioned, yes, it is correct. It is reasoning and acting. So that is the same thing that we are going to see more and more happening. We are going to see more power of, and everyone in the AI residents and people who have attended these workshops will understand what is reasoning and acting. Reasoning and not acting, action. When I say acting, it means correct. So Mohammed Ahmed, thanks for your query, but everyone read more about it. Today is not a theoretical class. This is just a meetup where I'm sharing you some predictions and what I feel is going to be more and more, and all of you should be aware of it, right? Try to cut the buzz that is going on that our jobs are going to go away, AI agents are going to take away things that are there. But think about what is happening on the smarter response and enhancing the capability during real-time interaction. So all of you, if you go to ChatGPT, like here my ChatGPT is open, you will see this option 4.0.01 is use advanced reasoning, 01 mini faster at responses. 03 is available at the $200 version. If you remember, there is a premium version. I think it's not there in the UAE as of now. If people are joining from the US, you have an option to take 03, which is in the pro membership where you have to pay $200 per month. And that is very, very good. I have some friends who have used that. It is mind blowing. And one thing that I will tell you, since OpenAI has launched its API cost, till date, the cost has reduced by 1000x times. So this is the cost of running these models. It has reduced by 1000x times since the day it launched in November 2022 till date. And in the future, it is going to get more cheaper and cheaper. So now $2,200 is there, the cost for running O3. It is going to make it more cheaper, and so that people like normal people like us can start using it for personal and commercial use that is there. Any questions in this second trend before I move to the third trend? There are a lot of questions coming on LinkedIn. But just be patient. I am giving first preference I'm giving to Zoom. Please, but keep your questions coming on LinkedIn as well as on YouTube. Our team will respond to each one of you as well. So Mr. Mohammed is saying, computing power will not reduce, but computing power. So computing power happens before the building this model. So that is a separate thing. This is inferencing. While you are using it as a user, this is what I'm talking about. The compute thing is going to get better and better when they are training new models. That is a separate discussion that all companies are already doing that. But the trend is at the inference side, because at the compute side, we don't need to worry. The big three companies and of the worlds are already doing that. They have a lot of money to spend on running these models again and again and making it better. But for us as a user, because we are using it at real time, how fast is the answer coming from ChatGPT? And have any one of you noticed that ChatGPT is behaving very weird? Even the paid version is behaving very weird in the last 3-4 days, because OpenAI is giving priority to the $200 access. So now there are two levels. So the people who want to use the power of ChatGPT, and if you are on the free plan, then it is not going to help at all. The free plan of ChatGPT is not at all useful at all. $20 one, I am using it since November 2022. Once it was launched, I am paying $20. I cannot afford $200 per month as a startup. But if you can afford, it is very good. If you are using it for your work. But I recommend every one of you to at least spend $20 and get the paid version. Because if even the paid version is getting stuck. So, and I have some people who are using the free version. It does not work at all. It will get stuck. It will give you weird answers, and it does not have memory. It does not have proper access to different models. So if you are really wanting to get good use of these technologies, please recommend to take the premium membership of GPT-4. And as I tell you, the more you use GPT-4, the better your responses are going to get. If ChatGPT is down, all my work gets stopped, because I have trained everything on ChatGPT, and every project I have created, I use that. So it's very, if ChatGPT stops, my work also stops. And that is the sad reality that I feel that many companies are going to face. If that is the reason why I'm also having an alternative of Anthropic as well, along with ChatGPT. So Sayed is asking a question: may I spend on ChatGPT or Gemini? ChatGPT. Pick ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is the one who brings innovation first, and they are the front runner in all the technology, and that is the best and the most advanced. Whatever you say, right, that will remain the most advanced, because they are doing the latest research and they are implementing the latest research, and all the new features will come on ChatGPT first, then it will come on any other tool that is there. Okay, any other questions? There are some questions coming from LinkedIn about agents. So as I told you guys, I'm not going to teach you agents here. I'm respectfully, politely telling you, this is just giving you the trends. If you want to learn about agents, please watch the program that we have created. Join our workshops where we take a project. It is not possible in a 40-minute talk to explain you in details about agent architecture, because it is a 3 to 4 hours topic. So please respect the topic. And if there are any, the team will reach out to you with you. We already shared the link on the chat. The team will reach out to you with the link as well on LinkedIn, and have a look at it and get in touch if you have any specific questions. Everyone is talking about big large language models, but do you know, anyone of you know about Falcon 3? If you're from the UAE, I know people from the UAE have heard about Falcon 3. Yeah, OG, I'm sharing it with you as well in the chat again. So anyone of you, so Shivraj has heard about Falcon 3. Surinder has heard about it. Anyone else has heard about Falcon 3? Yeah, Nadeem has heard about it. So what is a Falcon 3? Falcon 3 is a, yeah, Falcon 3 is it a large language model, or is it a, it is, yeah, you may call it an LLM, but I call it as a small LLM, because it has only 3 billion parameters. So the big LLMs have 70 billion parameters, but the small LLMs, small models, they have only 3 billion parameters, which is around 1G. And there is a technology called quantization. Quantization also reduces the size of these. Suppose there is a 64-bit, they reduce it to 1 bit. So they are reducing the size by 64. That is also one way of making these normal LLMs to smaller. And the very small LLMs is something lesser than 1B, that is quantizing even the smaller large language model. So this is going to be there. This is the trend that is going to be there, like Falcon, and every company is going. Also, Llama has also released Llama 3.1B. That is also a small model. When I say small, compared to the normal large language model, which is 70 billion parameter, 140 billion parameter, this is very much smaller in size. It is, you can download it in your local system. And there is a person in our community who's going to do a workshop in January, how to deploy this. And also he has talked about it in your mobile phone. So taking a large language model like Llama 3.1, quantizing it, and even putting it in your mobile. So everyone knows a mobile is only maximum 128 GB to 256 GB space, and the RAM is 16, maximum 64, maximum 128 GB RAM, which is able to, the large language model is able to run on a mobile phone. This is the trend that is going to happen. all of us are using, if you know, Samsung has introduced the AI phone. They are also having a local Gemini small model inside the mobile. So you can do the AI functionality on the phone without connecting to internet, like translation, photo editing, and whatever it is that you can do. So this is one thing that we are going to look at. The bigger models, we are going to reduce it to make it more efficient, and that can run on your personal devices. And before I go to the next prediction, any questions in this? Because see, everyone goes for efficiency, correct? And this is the best way to have efficient systems. And before 1 year back, it was told that bigger the model, better it is. That is nice for accuracy, but you need to also think about efficiency. Any questions in this particular? Let me see LinkedIn as well. Oh my God, so many questions are coming on LinkedIn. Yeah. Yes, there are a lot of large language models, the small large language models, but just think about it in a very simple way. Anything that is available publicly, that is also a small model compared to the traditional models. And then quantization is a thing, is a separate topic. It is just a way of making the model smaller. So suppose you have a 6 GB size of model. No, Falcon is a completely different model that has been developed by a company called TII in UAE. And Llama S3 is something that is by OpenAI Meta, and both are open source. Correct. Dr. Nadeem, are smaller LLMs better positioned for requiring deeper domain expertise? You need to connect it with your deeper domain. It can be in the form of documents. It can be in the form of your knowledge base. And you can use a general purpose large language model which does the inferencing for you to understand what are your questions, what are your asks that are there. And then you can do that specific thing, that is to get the specific answer from your domain expertise that is there. So building an LLM, most of the big LLMs that are there are general purpose LLMs. And you can look out at Hugging Face, where they have a lot of other large language models that people are putting it there. You can look at it, which is very specific for your dish. But end of the day, you cannot use only large language model alone for any use case. We need to, in a very simple way, connect it to our local knowledge base to get specific solutions that is very, very specific to your use case that is there. So Nadeem is saying, so small LLMs are better from scalability perspective. This is also one way to do it, efficient. And even if you have a project that you are running on a normal large language model, nowadays companies are going for quantization. Quantization reduces the accuracy. So from a 64-bit to a 1-bit, when you do it, your accuracy will reduce. This is in research papers that has been told. But there is a trade-off here between efficiency and accuracy. So if you are working on something that requires very high accuracy, then you will not go for quantization. You will not use these small large language models. It is very subjective to case-by-case basis. If your project requires you to be okay with 1 or 2% accuracy, or you are using a very good system wherein you have a very good large language model, you can call it like that. Small LLM. Yes, so small and large, you're using it together. So it is SLM is something that you want to use, but LLM is that is the reason I have not used the word LLM. So so this is something that the L is the large part. So small is the small part, and very large is the bigger ones. And as we all know, when we say size, it is the parameters. So if you all know, if you see the documentation, it starts with 1 billion. There are some models with 1 billion parameter, and there are some models even with 140 billion parameters. And there are works to make bigger models. Maybe in GPT-5 will be a much bigger model. So that is up to it, that is there. So this, you can talk like this, SLMs. So one of the key trends, the third key trend is SLMs and VLMs. VLMs is very large language models, and SLMs is very small language models. Okay. Now, before I move to the fourth one, any questions? So there are a lot of questions coming from LinkedIn. Thank you, Bill, Milan, Preeti, Alexei. And the team is monitoring LinkedIn continuously. If you have any questions, please keep putting it on the comments. We will look at it and take it forward. And I hope, just to rephrase everything, these are my predictions. Many people have other predictions, but these are the top 4 predictions that I have for the coming year. And in our community, you will see a lot of talks, lot of workshops that revolve around these areas. And we will be taking all these trends, and we'll be building workshops, we'll be building programs that will help you for it. Right. Any questions before I move to the fourth trend? That is human in the loop, which is the most important and misrepresented area that is there right now, because everyone is thinking that AI is going to take away a lot of jobs. But in everything that we do today, also in our AI residency workshop, I was trying to help people how to use generative AI to build applications from scratch, from end to end, from playground to actually deploying it on Hugging Face cases, using the power of ChatGPT and asking it the right questions. There were 9 steps that we discussed them, and human was there in the loop. All of you who were witnessed the call, Vignesh, Syed, and everyone who is here, you saw, right? The problem was not in generating the code, but to interpret the code and to run it on our environment and make sure it is running. And it comes with experience. If you miss one step, the other step will not happen. And it was a very good blessing in disguise that I have been doing this type of programs for the last 7 to 8 years. The same workshop that I showed you, I have done it more than 20 to 30 times. But still it failed. It failed, and all of you were there in the call. It took me 10 to 15 minutes to, it was a silly mistake, but we figured it out and we ran it. That comes with experience, with expertise, and people who want to actually use these things, take it step by step, learn everything, at least how it works, all the steps, and make sure that you're doing all the steps properly to proceed. Because if your step 2 is not working, then step 9 will never work. Don't use AI to do everything automatically. You will not know where is the error, where is the problem. So take it step by step. And this is what is going to happen more. Human in the loop is going to happen more and more. How you are reading the output and how you are making the necessary changes and reprompting it properly to do your work. Even we are talking about AI agents becoming taking up in the first trend, but human is always going to be in the loop. We had a debate in our community meetup about autonomy, and I believe that autonomy, 100% autonomy, will never happen. As I don't see it happening. Human is always going to be in the loop because someone has to be accountable. Someone has to be accountable. If you are not accountable, then who is going to get blamed? So even the human who runs this AI autonomous system has to take responsibility if anything goes wrong. That is the reason why more and more collaborations of AI and human, and AI, people who understand. The human who does not understand AI can never collaborate with AI in a more proper way. That is the reason why I am giving the message to everyone. Don't be scared that AI is going to replace you. AI is going to replace you are going to get replaced by a person who's actually using AI effectively, who understands the nuances, who understands these technologies, who understands where to use what. And this is something that we will be looking more and more. Domain knowledge is going to be very, very important, but this human in the loop concept is always going to stay. Because even in the EU AI Act that is happening, if you read the documents, and if you know Europe is, there is a meme going out that everyone is doing a lot of advancements. EU is staying back. EU is, because EU is, and I really respect EU for what they are doing. They may be taking one step back on these innovations that are happening, but they are designing the whole system that works well within the governments and within the system, because you cannot tell that if AI does a mistake and Vignesh has deployed this application, Vignesh cannot go and tell the client or the government that I did not do anything, the AI application did it. That is not going to happen. You have to own it up. Someone has to be accountable. And in the IT and in the all these frameworks that we have, RACI framework, someone has to be responsible, someone has to be accountable, someone has to be, and this is what is going to happen. But can anyone be accountable for a system that does not work? Can any one of you sit on a plane without a pilot? This is a question that I asked in our community workshop as well. Anyone can put on the chat, can you sit on a plane without a pilot? So yeah, many people are saying on LinkedIn as well, on YouTube as well, no. Yes. Yes. So not comfortable at the moment, may change as in the, yes. So it will not be comfortable, and I am, so some people are not at the, they're saying not at the moment, but I think just a few days back, there was a crash in Azerbaijan, where we around 40 people lost their life. We don't know the reason. In a self-driving car, if an accident happens, something will happen to your car, you may get injured a little bit. But something if happens on a plane, it is a risk of life. So there's a very huge difference between a self-driving car and a plane. Anything happens wrong in a plane, the life of 100 or 120 people is in risk, because that is what we have seen historically. So even though, if you know, I have talked to a lot of pilots, and in our community discussion also, the co-pilot, the pilot who sits, he only does the control of the takeoff and the landing. Most of the time, they are reading, they are solving crossword puzzles, and the automation takes care of everything. They keep the plane on auto drive, and they just sit there to see everything is going on fine. But they are actually trained. Those co-pilots who are, the two pilot and the co-pilot that are sitting on the cockpit, they have been trained, even though they know what systems, what are the things that has to be done if in case of anything goes wrong, and anything happens to the plane. Everyone tells that there's a problem in the plane, but the first question mark goes to the pilot. Has the pilot done anything wrong? So even though there may be a system failure, there may be some external factor, there may be some fuel leakage issue, but when a plane goes on the sky, it is the duty of the ground team and the pilot to make sure everything is fine and everything goes well. And that is the reason why there is a black box and every conversation is being recorded. Same thing will going to apply for the AI systems that are there. Okay, so now we have 15 more minutes. There are some personal questions. There are very specific questions that people are asking. Please respect the forum. We are discussing the trend. You want to learn something specific, Mohammed, you can look at the workshops and you can come to attend the live workshops and you can take it further. Please respect the forum, everyone. Ask any questions that is related to the topic. And if you want anything one-to-one or anything specific, please reach out to the team and then they can arrange it if there is no workshop that is there. Okay. And there are a lot of questions coming on LinkedIn as well on YouTube. Anything that you have specific to your use case or your thing, we will take it later. This is just a simple meetup where we're discussing the trend. And if you have any specific question, you can also put in the WhatsApp group. And we do a lot of workshops. We have covered voice AI as well in our workshops. You can go and look at the recording, right? And then you can reach out to me or my team if you have anything specific, if I have not covered it in the video and if you're getting stuck after seeing the videos. Now coming to the challenge part. Any questions in the fourth trend, human in the loop? And does anyone disagree about what I mentioned about the pilot, about whatever is happening? Because as a technologist, my work is to do a lot of research in this area to see the trends that is there. Everyone is talking a lot of things about complete automation and everything. That is not going to happen because every company, every management has someone to be accountable. And this is the thing that you will see. You cannot, and this is what is going to happen more and more. And more companies want people who are knowledgeable. That is the reason why we have right now in the current trend, knowledge is very important. Correct knowledge. I will show you one more graph before I go. This is something, don't take it literally. Don't take this literally, but this is a very good meme I wanted to show with all of you. Right? Before what happened? The data, that is the reason why my company name is Decoding Data Science. Data is the power of it, right? If your data is good, you will get good outputs irrespective of the material that you are using, irrespective of the technology that you are using. It can be traditional machine learning, it can be traditional dashboarding, it can be traditional heuristic programming. If you don't have this proper, whatever you do, right? The problem is no one is fixing the data. Machine learning will give you before this was happening, now this is happening, this is happening, and now this is the trend that is going to happen. But end of the day, if you don't fix this, you will get something fancy, but it is not going to be any use for your company or your application. So everyone right now, 99% of the people are trying out this thing right now. They played around with machine learning, they played around with AI, they are spending a lot of money in generative AI. Now they're spending a lot of money in agentic AI. But what is the output? You please fix this. This is the reason in our AI for Executive program that we are doing, we already had 4 master classes, and the message was, companies, please fix this before you even learn about these technologies. But it is good to know. You need to educate your management. You need to educate your bosses about this. You need to educate what is the difference between machine learning, AI, generative AI, agentic AI. You can use any technology. As a community, as an academy, we give you all the latest tools and lot of technology. But if you don't fix your data, then the output is not going to be helpful. So going to this particular thing, I will now talk about the challenge that we are running. And today is for many people who are already in the call are part of the challenge. But for people who are not part of the challenge, we are running this specific thing on January 4th onwards. This is, I recommend everyone, the AI residents also, the AI for executives also, I have requested them, take part in this challenge. This is our 5th challenge that we are running on 4th of January. This is in collaboration with AI for Everything Summit, the GITEC Summit that is happening. I think I did not update the logo here, but I have uploaded it in the newsletter that is there. So this particular thing So this particular thing, this is you get an idea, and I have already shared with the team the project template that you need to fill, and you need to start making your idea what you are building. So let me just open up this particular document. Now let me just close the chat. So this is the document that I have requested everyone to coming with an idea, your AI application building challenge. What is your idea and what you want to do in this next 8 days? So this is, I've already given all of you who are planning to participate in the 4th of January session. The first day you need to submit your idea. Any questions? Many people are asking, what should I do? What should I not do? It can be a very simple project. Today in 1 hour, not 1 hour exactly, it took 2 hours. We took a project from Playground and we deployed it on Hugging Face with a link, right? 𝗔𝗜 𝗔𝗽𝗹𝗶. That can be a project. I'm putting it 8 days because every one of us are busy, every one of us are working. You just need to give 1 or 2 hours a day. You already have time to get to an idea. Every step, we did 8 steps, if you remember, all of you, in AI Residency Masterclass. You can, yes, let me share the link that is here on the chat. So for people who are not part of the challenge, so this is the link. So what you need to do is just take a plan. Some of you are learning, some of you already know it. Go through this challenge. We have already 36 people. Most of you are already working with me for a long time. You have been participated on few of you have participated in multiple challenge. This is the 5th challenge that we are doing, and challenge is a very good way of learning together and building projects. And the people are asking, what should I do? What project should I build? Pick up anything that you have. The end product should be, you have to share us a link like we did in Gradio. That is the end thing that you need to do. And you need to share about it on LinkedIn. This is not mandatory. If your company does not allow you to share much on LinkedIn, then you can just put it on our platform. You can because this is some of the question that people asked me one-on-one, that their companies are not okay for them to be active on LinkedIn because of many reasons, right? So that is fine. LinkedIn sharing is optional if your company is okay with it and you are comfortable. And because this is very important, right? One is credibility. You need to build your own credibility, your own capability. You need to share it. If you don't share it, then people will not know that Vignesh knows about it, Syed knows about it, Shivraj knows about it. So this is something that I push here. Plus, I'm also introducing GitHub component here. How to put your project on GitHub as well. This is going to be in the day 7 as well. So this is the challenge. A lot of questions are coming about the ideas. So for ideas, I tell you, go through our platform again, respectfully telling all of you, go to our AI Guild platform. I know there is some cost associated with it, but you have to, because if you want value, you have to pay for it. And that is the reason why this is our full-time job. We are spending a lot of time in doing research, cutting the noise in the market, and getting you the information that is there. Everything is available on YouTube. Everything is available there, but YouTube is noise. In YouTube, people are selling you dreams. Build $1,000, earn $1,000, do this, do that. No one is selling you knowledge. What we are doing as a community, we are selling you real knowledge. We are giving you the toolkit for you to use it in your business. And for that, it requires some minimum cost. And this is something that I request everyone, even the AI residents, to be part of the AI Guild, not only for the 3 to 6 months, lifelong, because so the people who are part of the first residency and the second residency, AI agents were not there at that time. People like Shukri, people like Mahesh, now they are attending these AI agents that are part of this AI Guild, because these are continuous. It's a continuous learning. You cannot just tell that Arshad, 6 months now, in the next 6 months, new things will come up, like SLMs will come up. You will see something new here. You will see a chapter here or a course here that is going to talk about small LLMs, quantization. Right now, I'm building a project on quantization. It is not here, but it is in next quarter, you will see something in the SLM space here as well. I have covered SLM in bits and pieces when I'm doing fine tuning, but I have not covered it completely because, as I told you, it reduces the accuracy, and I don't tell companies to go for quantization without, if you can afford the processing and computing, do it because the accuracy really dips in. And as I was mentioning here, go to AI agents. We have done these workshops. You can take these as a project idea, as a framework for you that Vignesh and I were discussing as well. You can use the same framework and you can try to do something on your own. And you can go to outcome-based workshops that is there. Even LangChain has projects, and basic LLM has projects. And one more thing that I wanted to show you. Yeah, 56 projects. Now, people will say, Mohammed, I don't know coding. I am unaware of coding. And this is something that is new for you. We also have no-code, low-code tool available as a path in this challenge. So there are 3 paths in this challenge. One is the coding part. One is the machine learning part for data scientists. And the third path is for business leaders, people who are part of the AI for bosses, AI for executives, and even people who don't want to do coding, who don't who don't have the time, they can use this. We are going to get access if you join the challenge, complimentary access, where we have put everything together. So all the resources that are required, I have put it here for no code solution, everything regarding the template. And there are 12 different tools that are there. You can pick up every tool, maximum 3 hours of learning, go through these tools, and you will be able to replicate this in your work. And also the coding part, I am not, because the coding project, I have put everything there, but something that is very important for you, like deploying the model, using Git and using basic OpenAI, I have put the important recordings here that anyone who's participating in the challenge, we will get a coupon code to access this file. Or if you don't, and I keep on adding new files, new videos as it is, and all the recording that is going to be there, like this recording is also a part of this challenge, is also going to be updated here for your reference till the challenge is there. So support material for the challenge is I'm giving you here. One more thing that I requested all of you. Yesterday I launched it. Many of you were asking, Mohammed, recordings are very good, but I want to learn Python, right? Python, everyone knows that you have to learn Python. It can be at least basic Python, or in AI Guild community, you have access to all the Python recording, but recording does not help so much. It is good for you to learning. What I have done is I have created this Python LMS access for all the community members. So what this will do is, if you are part of the challenge, you can take this access. The team will, after you take this access, the team will verify this, and it is going to give you the LMS access. And this Python LMS access, it took me almost 1 year to build this particular LMS platform, cutting the noise, only keeping the important Python that is there, that is required for you to become zero to hero. So zero to hero, from people who are starting out to Python to actually becoming comfortable for data in AI. So zero to hero, this is I have rebranded this course. If you are already part of the the AI residents who have access to this, it is just the same, but I'm repackaging it for and I'm adding more and more videos for all of you to get access. But for all the people who are part of the challenge and who are part of this today's call, this $299 course, I'm going to give you for this $99.19 for this just for the period of the challenge. So you can go through this, and this what all it is going to help you is everything that you want to do step by step. That is there. AI residents have already gone through all this, but for the people who are participating in the challenge and have requested me, Mohammed, please share something, give me access to this. I cannot afford $299. So people who are participating in the challenge and who want access to this for $19 for limited time, we are giving this to you to help you all who want to learn, because there is no shortcut to learn Python. So what I have done, I have cut the noise. There is a lot of noise in the market, put everything here, and step by step with challenges and with assignments, I have given you this. If you go through this, it is going to take you 8 to 9 hours. I believe me, your Python, you will be comfortable in Python. You may not become a complete hero, but at least you will be comfortable in these 8 to 9 hours, and you can take it next step further. Even I have talked about OOPS concept. OOPS is object-oriented programming. You need to know a little bit more. And why am I talking more about this? I will give you a relevance is, if you are working in AI agents, when we are talking about land graph, you are again going back to coding. You are again going back to OOPS concept. At least you should understand that. That is the reason why I have updated this Python program, and I have added the OOPS concept, and I have added file handling, and I have added more things that are there. And please just go through this. People who are already part of the residence, please refresh your LMS. Many of you have already completed the LMS. I have added new videos. The people who are part of AI residency will get the lifetime access to this. But for the people who want to, for the challenge, you will be getting at least, I will talk to the team and I'll have this for 1 quarter, or depending upon this, at least for 1 quarter, it is enough for you to at least be comfortable in Python. You can save the recording if you want to do it. But for AI residents, you will be getting a lifetime access to this. So whatever changes you are doing, we will be getting updated. But we are giving this option for the people who asked for the challenge that Muhammad, I want to something that is affordable. You can take option to this, and the team is going to give you the coupon code to access this. And this is a very good learning platform. I have spent a lot of time, and I make sure that I make it more and more better and I'm adding more and more videos, and I will talk more about it in the next week. And I've added a new video, your coding copilot, because now all of us are going to use coding copilot. So this is one thing that I've added. So all of you also see at this video how you can use Amazon Q or whatever it is for your programming that is there. So thank you, everyone. And any more questions, please put it on the chat. There is a lot of questions coming on the LinkedIn. I'm going to share all the content as well on LinkedIn. And people who don't want to learn coding, I again request you, think about it. And at least you will appreciate this. So people are asking, is coding necessary on LinkedIn? Coding is, you will have more power. That is the only thing that I will answer you. So I'm sharing this link as well on the Zoom. Have a look at it. And if there are any questions, you can check this landing page and you can get in touch with me. Thank you, everyone. If there are no more questions, I am going to stop the streaming and